In times have changed, news.
They have.
Getting old, you know?
You're so old.
I like the change.
I'm 25.
I'm 24.
Oh.
That's weird.
You youngins.
Submitted by LA River. It's not a real river, right?
There's actually water in it now.
But it's not a river.
It's been raining.
There's water in LA River
It used to be, and then they cemented it.
There's water with floating pieces of poo-poo that go down.
Yeah.
And people.
But they're trying to make it nice, like by like being like 2020. They're trying to make it really nice.
But it still won't be a river.
Never.
No, they're trying to make it like Chicago and like fill it up and then have grass and people could have those paddle board thingies and then like go around and jog on it.
We'll see. People are concerned about the way brands are interacting on social media. This concerns me.
Like how?
Yeah, what's the problem is?
Like
With the
them
happy-
being superhuman now. Not superhuman, but how they're being very human now. Like, for example, Sunny D tweeted out,
I like that.
I can't do this anymore, right? During the Super Bowl. And so a lot of people were like,
that's
oh my
kinda
god,
creepy.
is Sunny D like suicidal or something?
What is that called?
you
Is it called
serious?
personification?
Of like a brand, yeah.
Inanimate objects like have a life and like is that what it's called?
I do find it kind of cringy is what I find it.
It might be more cringy, but like for people to respond like that is weird to me because it's like, you know, like just interns run this shit, right?
Yeah, I guess they're saying because back in the day, brands were just a brand, right? Like they would have their marketing. It's like, cool, buy these tissues, and that's it. Like the tissues now are like having feelings and like.
I'm cheering.
Yeah, but the hamburger helper hand had a face.
True.
Yeah.
You know the hamburger helper man?
But they're getting like political and stuff too.
They are.
Yeah.
So like
Gillette,
exactly like Gillette or Nike and how they
Pepsi.
What's Nike's politics?
Nike's always has been
Really? Like what?
always.
They signed Kaepernick, but they fired Tiger Woods.
Oh, they signed Kaepernick after?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
like
yeah.
Lil
Their
Debbie
whole
too.
like 2018 stamp was with Kaepernick.
Oh.
Lil Debbie quote tweeted Sunny D saying,
They're talking to each other.
Yeah, they're all interacting like people.
That is a little creepy, but funny. Yeah, yeah.
so it says, if you, like Sunny Delight was yesterday, feel like giving up, here are some tips. Be realistic about what you can do. Speak with loved ones who will help break you from
They're like depression tips, like
Yeah,
legit depression.
But it's Little Debbie.
So I don't mind what Bart's talking about if they're trying to be like a persona and be like funny or witty. If like Sunny D's talking about the Super Bowl, haha, hee hee, someone's gonna laugh. It's a little weird when you start to be Tony Robbins as fucking Little Debbie and like, let's talk about self-awareness.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you make
Twinkie.
fucking cupcakes.
Yeah, I want your creamy feeling.
I like their fucking moon pie. What do they got? It's
Follow
like
the
a
moon pie account.
Yeah, it's not a moon pie, but they have it's like a cinnamon cookie that's a marshmallow in between. They got that shit's good.
That sounds pretty good.
Like 2 snickerdoodles?
Yeah, I forgot the name of
What?
it. That shit's good.
I've never heard of it, but
It's like a moon pie, but it's not a moon pie. It's a small
You mean
cookie.
the one with the cream?
Yes.
Not the marshmallow, right? It's just
Yeah, it's
oatmeal
cream, it's
cookies
cream.
with cream
Yeah, yeah,
inside.
yeah.
oatmeal. It's oatmeal.
Oh, the oatmeal one.
Yeah.
The oatmeal
one, fuck
sandwich,
yeah.
cream sandwich or something.
Damn, I haven't had that in forever.
They're actually kind of nasty. I had it again, and it's like really oily. Like it just tastes like oil.
Did it change?
Does it coat your mouth?
It does coat your mouth. Isaac got some for his lunch recently, and I ate one because I loved them, and I'm like, ugh.
That's how the Star Crunch tastes too. They're oily as fuck. But I used to
Damn,
love
kids
them.
are disgusting.
Yeah, kids are disgusting.
I heard they changed the formula.
They probably did. So yeah, so another example here was Pop-Tarts responding to Sunny D. Like,
Oh God.
hey Sunny, can I please offer you a hug? We are gonna get through this together, my friend.
That's fucking bullshit.
It's a little weird.
So for me,
That is weird.
I like the whole personification thing. I think that's fucking cool. But you gotta play your character.
Yes.
So if he had like some like stupid pun of like, I'm gonna get my crumbs on you. Like then I could picture
Yeah,
this
like
Pop-Tart
don't
talking.
have a crummy day.
Yeah, like if it's like if you're playing
Yeah,
your
we'll
character,
keep you warm,
I
you know,
think
'cause they're
that's
Pop-Tarts.
dope. You know, like if it's
That's
a tire
great.
company.
You're a social media fucking mogul. These guys,
A mogul.
Yeah. But then you know what? All of us are compared to the people that are running this account. They're just college grads with a social media degree.
Yeah, they're all like
that have
18.
no fucking experience actually building shit on their own. They get hired into these companies and then they pull shit.
Do you think it's young people like that? Because I know the only big company that I can speak for is Reebok, 'cause I've worked with him for a couple
Who
years.
runs the Reebok?
Like an OG. Like this dude's like probably...
Like a 50-year-old CMO?
like 40. like 40, and he's done it for a long time, and maybe he doesn't type it in, but he's running the squad that
The whole
types.
campaign, the big campaign.
But we're talking about the 18-year-olds that are the squad that are actually doing the work.
But the 18-year-olds are like probably like the street team, like making sure that they like comment in forums and shit. Cause I did shit like that for my marketing internship.
I do agree with Bart, and there was something recently, I can't think of it, but they are like witty and kind
Like
of
Jack in the Box, I think is pretty funny with that.
Taco Bell did something recently. I
yeah.
think that was funny.
Burger King, and all of them are all like
Wendy's is
acting
really
like
good.
people, like they have beef and all this.
Which I don't mind. Yeah, I think it was Burger King and someone else came at him like fired out.
Maybe Wendy's, I think.
Or is it?
Because of the Whopper, or I think they had like a similar burger or something like that.
I think this shit's funny.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Another one was like an influencer or something, a mogul. No, I think this guy was like a Twitch streamer, and he said something like 5 years ago about like Taco Bell sponsoring them, and they like went back and found it and like ripped him for it or something, like in a friendly way, you know. But it was the main Taco Bell account. Like I think that's funny.
Yeah, for me, it's cool if they speak from that character's perspective.
'Cause that's branding.
And there's branding,
That's
and
what
they
it's
stay
called.
consistent to it. But if they say like random shit like, hey, did you know the eggs are only 89 cents? It's like, wait, what the fuck? Why is Goodyear Tires telling me about this eggs deal?
It's kind of weird to me that they're interacting with other companies that are similar to them.
They're like trying to be friends.
Yeah, I wonder if they're owned by a bigger company that's the same. You know, like
yeah.
Procter and Gamble owns like everything. Yeah, like maybe Nestle owns all these, and so they're fucking.
They're all friends.
It might be.
Sitting in the same room.
Yeah. Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. They're all they're all by the same group.
Right. Or like Chipotle and McDonald's are similar groups.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, no. I think McDonald's had a lot of shares in Chipotle. Yeah, something like that.
That makes sense, but it's still kind of weird. It's kind of weird to Little Debbie to be talking to Sunny D.
About suicide.
Yeah, it's like dark, kind of
Yeah.
serious.
Are people against this, or are just people like weirded out by it?
So it's like they're weirded out.
I think it's just pointing out like the difference in like how brands are behaving now.
Oh.
It just seems like I mean, not that it's good or bad, but it's just like, oh, take notice. Like this
Yeah.
is kind of weird, and like if you're a brand, should you be doing this too to get noticed?
Yeah.
Underlying thing here is that they're not sticking to their branding.
They need like a
So they're not
mascot
being
and then to
consistent
stay-
with their branding.
With Bart's example of like, why is Goodyear Tires telling me about how to cook eggs?
That's true, because when McDonald's
Weird.
tweet, I wish it was Ronald himself.
Yeah.
But then he's been kind of missing.
Yeah, where'd he go? Where's the Hamburglar?
He died like in the 80s, bro. Not like for real died. Like he just.
It's
They dropped
disappeared.
his ass.
But like, I went to Hamburger University. I went to McDonald's headquarters, and Ronald was nowhere to be found.
He's retired, dude.
He's unnecessary now.
I want.
They still use him for the charity stuff.
But maybe he's working on their nonprofit or some shit. But I was hoping that he was the CEO.
He's making the business moves, all right?
I thought he was gonna come down and shake my hand with the striped red socks.
Fuck that guy. That shit's scary.
And then Hamburglar was gonna come down and grimace.
Mac Tonight. That guy
he's
was
cool,
bulky
too.
cool.
But I imagine him at night.
Yeah, he was cool.
Who's the vampire-looking one?
Hamburglar.
No, I thought the Hamburglar is the purple one.
That's Grimace.
Oh, all right, got him back.
You got them all mixed up.
Whoopsie.
And then the girl, she was like a bird with the pigtails.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was picturing the Chuck E. Cheese bird.
Oh shit, maybe that's what I pictured.
And then the three little like pom pom balls that are like
Damn.
yeah.
Old ass marketing.
I mean I like them, but they were nowhere to be found. It was all these people in business suits and shit, and I was just like,
You're so disappointed.
I wonder what the statistics are for some of these companies if marketing is working this way.
Yeah, so there's this one company called Steakum, and they sell like frozen patties and stuff, like beef. And their marketing, they have a marketing person that's like very first person, singular perspective, and they have seen an increase in their sales.
But what are some of their tweets?
Yeah, if they're more on brand.
Yeah, they're probably way more aligned in their branding.
Yeah, so here's one. This was actually a really long thread. This is the first tweet in this thread. It says, why are so many young people flocking to brands on social media for love, guidance, and attention?
Oh, that's
I'll tell you
weird.
why. They're isolated from real communities, working service jobs they hate while barely making ends meet, and are living with unchecked personal/mental health problems.
That's still a little deep.
What kind of company is this?
Frozen
Meat.
patties.
Yeah, I would unfollow immediately.
Yeah, that's a little too deep.
Because to me, I like brands because they have their own world. And if the minute I enter their world and it's too, like mine, it's too real.
Are you my therapist?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, this is weird.
like I use your burger to escape. Let me fucking get that 2 minutes of escape.
Yeah.
If it was like National like Suicide Awareness
That's
Day,
different, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's very fitting. Now you're giving back to your community. Cool.
I still don't even want to listen to that shit.
But I mean, that's the only way you can really get away with it.
Like if I follow like Fiji water, right? Every post and tweet and comment should make me feel like, ah. But if it doesn't, if I read it and it's like you have bunions on your feet, I'm like, what the fuck? Why the fuck am I following you and you give me bunion advice?
But then they go drink more water.
And if it leaves me in a way like, I'm like, okay, cool.
But yeah, so they're saying, like, you know, they've gotten DMs, Steak has gotten DMs from people, like, seeking advice about, like, real life shit.
What?
Yeah,
You're asking Steakums for advice?
It's kids, you know? There's like 12-year-olds, and then they're like, oh, Steakums is funny. Like, maybe it's an adult. Maybe I can ask them.
Bagel bites, what should I do?
They're asking for it, though, when they tweet out about mental health. If they tweet about mental health, you're asking.
If someone says something smart and you're like, oh, they must know something.
Bagel bites.
Bagel bites are fucking good.
Dr. Scholl's, my shoulder hurts.
Bagel bites. Is my dick big enough?
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, so this professor, the University of Chicago professor, said in a summary saying, quote, it can't say anything good about society when depressed people feel their best outlet is the Twitter account for Steakums.
Yes. That's
For a fucking like,
that's a
corn
big
dog.
issue. That's a big issue.
Big brands and traditional, like, old school companies are starting to catch up to the rest of the world.
I agree.
Advertising and marketing has been evolving in online. Like that's just where the major plays are gonna be happening, and they're finally getting into it. And I think that's them trying to work it out. Like it's almost like an old person on Facebook, you know, or old person just with social medias. They're so fucking weird with it. I think that's kind of what we're witnessing right now.
Oh, I saw Bart Kwan talk about his mental health because he had a bad day. I'm gonna do that. Like, no, shut up, Reese's Pieces. That's not.
Stay in your lane, Reese's Pieces.